are not going to be happier in a smaller body if you are still thinking about food 24/7. You are obsessing over every calorie that you're consuming and you're still binging. I remember when people would say this phrase, like people would tell me like a smaller body isn't going to make you happier. And I would literally laugh out loud because I'm like, you don't know me. Like, all I care about is the way that I look. Like, I am going to be happier in a smaller body because when I was struggling with my relationship with food, a huge reason of why I was struggling with binging in the first place was because I didn't like the way that my body looked. And so I spent years depriving myself, restricting foods from my diet, and believing that if I'm just in a smaller body, life is going to be amazing. If I'm in a smaller body, I'm going to be happier. And I spent 10 years of my life trying to fix and change my body. I did every single diet under the sun: keto, intermittent fasting, macro tracking, meal plans, 21-day fix, intermittent fasting. I did all these different diets and I did lose the weight. I did get in a smaller body. But when I was in a smaller body, I actually thought about food so much more. I thought about my body so much more. You know why? Because I was so terrified of the weight coming back on. So I lost all this weight and I was like, well, I can't eat this because I don't want to gain weight. Well, I can't go out for dinner because now I work so hard and now I'm in a smaller body. So, like, I don't want to put the weight back on. I became even more obsessed with my body. And I'm sure you have experiences as well, too, where you've lost the weight, but it actually doesn't make you happy if you are obsessing over the number on the scale. I used to weigh myself every single day. Literally, I would step on the scale every single morning. I would write down in the note section of my phone, I would write down what the number on the scale said. And every single week, I would add up all of the numbers and I would divide it by 7 to get a very accurate representation of what my weight was for the week. Because, you know, your weight can fluctuate from day to day. I was obsessed. And I remember even in high school, one of my friends had a pool and she kept on saying like, oh, it'd be so fun to like have a pool party and invite some of the guys and, you know, invite all the girls. And it'd be so much fun to have like a high school party, like in my pool. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to lose weight before this pool party. Like, I'm like, I need to lose weight so I can actually feel confident at this pool party. And I had this thought in my mind, like, I'm just gonna be happier and it's gonna be so much more fun if I'm in a smaller body. Like, I'm just like, people are gonna notice, I'm gonna get some compliments, like, I'm just gonna be happy. But again, it's like I lost the weight and I was in a smaller body, but I wasn't actually happier. I was still insecure in my own skin. It was never enough. Like I would be smaller, I'd lose the weight, and I'm like, okay, well, I need to be smaller. Or like I still don't like my arms, or I don't like my stomach, or you know, I don't look like her. You know, there was always comparison, or it's like I would compare my body to either a past body of myself. Well, I was smaller before, and it was like it was never enough. So you're not going to be happier in a smaller body if you're still thinking about food all day long. You're not going to be happier in a smaller body if you're still binging every single day. You know, even when I was at my smallest weight, I was literally binging every single day. And I would compensate with, you know, restriction. I would compensate with working out and over exercising, but I like I was not happy binging every single day and then not eating the next day and then spending like hours in the gym, hours on a treadmill, hours on the bike, hours on the Stairmaster. Like that was not me being happy. The reality is you are going to be happy when you are actually respecting the body that you're in right now and actually doing things that make your body feel good. Like on a Saturday night, actually showing up to the social event, having a good time, laughing with your friends, not staying at home in your comfortable pajamas because I don't feel good in my own skin. I don't want to see people. You're going to feel better about your body without even changing your body by actually going to that social event and having a good time. You're going to be happier in your body and just happier in general when you are taking good care of yourself, like getting outside, getting some fresh air, going for that walk, getting in that workout, even if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, because you know that you end up having so much energy and you feel like a freaking badass afterwards. You know that you're actually doing something so good for your mental health. I've never regret going for a walk. Like even this morning, it was a blizzard outside and I was like walking and I was just laughing because I'm like, there's literally nobody else at 7 a.m. outside in this crazy snowy weather except for me. But I don't regret it. I'm like, I felt amazing. Like it sucked while I was walking, but I'm like, I know that I need fresh air. Like I know moving my body is so important. I know it makes me feel so much better. I had so much energy afterwards. Like I felt like such a badass, right? So it's like when you do these things that make your body feel good, you're going to feel better about your body. Even being intimate, right? For so many years, I never wanted, not even being intimate. Like I didn't want to hug anyone. My family, even sitting on the couch, I remember if one of my parents was on one side of the couch, it's like I didn't even want to be on the same couch as them because I felt gross. I felt disgusting. I felt like a big whale, especially after I would binge, right? So I wouldn't want anyone to look at me. I wouldn't want anyone to touch me. I wouldn't even want to hug my family or even my partner. And obviously being intimate, like I was just so grossed out by my body. Even the first few years of Andrew and I dating, I was so insecure in my body. I would literally go into the bathroom and change because I'm like, he can't see me. I'm like, I'm so insecure. I feel disgusting. And again, you're going to feel better when you allow yourself to be intimate, when you allow yourself pleasurable moments, when you allow yourself these joyful moments, because you know the importance of pleasure and you don't want food to be the only or the main source of pleasure in your life. Right? So this is so important. You get to feel incredible right now. Not, oh, when I lose the weight, not, oh, when I'm in a smaller body. Because again, you could lose the weight now. Like, you know how you can lose the weight right now. You could be in a smaller body right now. But if at the end of the day, you come home from work and you go into your kitchen and you go into the freezer and you grab a box of ice cream, a pint of ice cream, and you start binging on so much ice cream when your partner or your kids are sleeping and you're doing it secretly and you know that you're binging, you know you're self-sabotaging with food, you are not going to be happy even if the number on the scale goes down. Like you can literally lose 20 pounds today. But again, if every single day you are punishing yourself with over exercising, or again, you're going into the pantry and you're binging, you are not going to be happy. What will skyrocket your confidence, your happiness, your self-love, your worthiness far faster than actually changing your body is respecting your body. Respecting your body will skyrocket your confidence, your self-love, your worthiness, and your happiness way faster than changing your body ever will. Because healing body image is not even about your body. It's not about changing your body. It's not about fixing your body. It's about respecting the body that you're in. It's about respecting who you are and proving to yourself that you get to feel good today, not when you're smaller, not when you lose the weight. Like, you get to feel so damn good in your own skin, and you get to do that every single day by the actions that you choose to take or the actions that you choose not to take. When you respect your body, you're intimate with your partner. You go to that Pilates class, you go to that yoga class, even though you're bloated, but you show up. When you go out on a Saturday night, instead of just staying at home and like, well, I don't feel good enough, so I'm just going to isolate myself and, you know, I'm just going to stay here and I'm just going to stay at home and I'm going to feel lonely. It's like, that's not going to heal body image. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard because, again, for the longest time, I just said, I'm going to be happier when I lose the weight. I said that. all I cared about was my body image. All I cared about was the way that my body looked. That's all I cared about. But I got there. And when you get there, which I know you have, because I know that you've lost weight before, it's like when you recognize like, oh, I've gotten here and I'm still not happy, it's like things need to change. If you are thinking about the way that your body looks from the time that you wake up until the time that you go to bed, if you are obsessing over the number on the scale and your happiness or your worthiness is impacted, if the number on the scale goes up, it's like the worst day of your life, or the number on the scale goes down, it's like the happiest day of your life. If you are spending time over exercising and using going to the gym as punishment for how much you've eaten, if you are isolating yourself and you're staying at home and you're not actually, putting your personality out there, you're not going out and you're not having fun, it's like, that's what you actually need to work on. I know you want to be at a healthy weight. And I know that you want to get there by actually fueling your body properly, not being a slave to MyFitnessPal, not being a slave to your weight scale or eating such low calories that you're like starving yourself. I know you want to move your body from a place of self-love and heal your relationship with exercise so that, God forbid, if you want to take a rest day because you're tired, you want to be able to do that without feeling guilty. You want to be able to enjoy intimate moments with your partner and actually look forward to that quality time with your partner, not be so up in your head of like, oh my gosh, what is he thinking about me? Or I feel so bloated right now. Like, this is what you actually want. So it's time to stop hiding your body. It's time to stop spending years yo-yo dieting and trying to fix or change your body, or waiting until you feel confident, waiting until you lose the weight, waiting until you're in a smaller body. You get to live your life now. Life is happening right now. So I'm so excited because for the month of February, I am running my program, Body Image Boost. This is my body image program that's going to transform your relationship with your body. You're going to heal years of body image struggles, and it's going to remind you how truly worthy you are. So if you want to heal your relationship with exercise, if you want to, of course, feel so much more confident in your own skin so that you can actually go out and live your life, get excited for sexy time with your partner, you can actually be at a healthy weight by fueling your body properly and ditching the scale that you know is literally so toxic for your mind, this is going to be an incredible program for you to join. So I am so freaking excited. If you know that body image impacts your eating, you know that your mood is dictated by the number on the scale, if you know that you tend to restrict yourself when you don't feel good in your own skin and that leads to binges, or you tend to isolate yourself when you feel uncomfortable in your own skin, and you want to be able to really step into that powerful, confident version of yourself, this is a program for you. So I'm so excited. This program is going to be happening in February. You can DM me Body Image Boost on my Instagram, and I will send you all the details. I am so excited. This is going to be a deep, healing, beautiful healing program that's going to help you heal years and years and years of body image struggles and remind you who the heck you are. So again, you can message me on my Instagram, Body Image Boost, and I will send you all the details for that. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for listening. I can't wait to support you. Have an amazing rest of your day.